Do you remember what we have completed in our last lesson? LSA type 3 was done.
Yeah, even LSA type 4.
4 was also completed, and I think
Yes.
we have already completed LSA 5 also, right?
Mm,
Or no LSA 5,
no,
because
no
you will
LSA.
have LSA 4 only when you have LSA 5, because
Yes, yes.
when you will do redistribution, right? See,
Yes.
suppose this is your lab.
Uh,
No problem, we will walk again, it's not a big thing. Okay, see, if you have
we
this
did.
lab.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
so see, this is your area 0, this is your area 1. So this is your
Yes.
ABR router, and here your router 4 is acting as a
Yeah, we did
ASBR.
even with we did it. There is distribution. We
Yes,
did it.
so when you will do redistribution here, okay, so redistribution means external routes, right?
Mm, yes.
So when the
Yes.
external routes are coming from EIGRP, so this is
Mm,
your ASBR router. Okay, so this ASBR
yes.
router will generate two LSA5, because you are getting two prefix. One is 192.168.50
Yes.
45. So that two prefix
Yes.
will be propagated in area 0, and that LSA5 will also propagated in area 0. Why? Because
Yes.
LSA5 can cross areas. Okay,
Yes.
now, and after that, see, what is the difference between LSA4 and LSA5? LSA4 will be generated by ABR router and informed to all routers in areas or in OSPF domain that please, if you want to communicate external routes, okay, or internet, please, this is ASBR router. That's it. Only ASBR.
That's information.
Yes, just information of ASBR. But what ASBR is sharing, no LSA information. Okay,
Yes.
and LSA 5 will say that please, ASBR is sharing this two LSA, two prefix.
Yes.
Okay, so that will be in LSA 5. Okay, so LSA 5 will be generated by ASBR router, and LSA 4 will be generated by ABR router.
Yes.
Okay. But with our coming scenarios, we will configure again redistribution and all those things.
Okay.
Okay, now LSA 6 is a multi OSPF. It is, this one is OSPF, okay, multi OSPF. Now LSA 7 is important. Okay, so before working on this LSA 7, okay, we have to understand about types of OSPF area. Okay, understand, this lesson is very much difficult and tricky. Okay, okay, now see, OSPF have 5 type of area. One is
Okay.
the normal area, whatever you are configuring in OSPF, that area is known as standard area.
Maybe.
Are you getting? Is it visible?
Yes.
Okay,
Standard area.
yeah, so
Yeah,
all,
I can see it.
yeah, all area, whatever area you are configuring, that is area standard area, whether you are creating area 0, area 1, area 2, whatever. Okay, by default all area is known as standard area.
Okay.
Then we have some stub area.
Okay.
Okay, remember a stub, we have already we know about something about a
Yeah,
stub. Remember EIGRP stub. Stub is used to,
yeah,
like,
yeah, GRP, yes.
yeah, but this is different as compared to EIGRP.
Okay.
But stub means, stub is saying that I do not want to listen anything, or I do not want to accept anything. That is a stub. Sometimes we say, oh, that man
Okay.
is a stub man, stubby man.
Yes.
Okay, so
Something that's all.
yes, so that's after that we have some totally stub area. Okay, NSSA, totally NSSA area. Okay, no problem. As per new, we don't know anything about a stub, totally a stub, NSSA, totally NSSA.
Okay.
But here is saying that why we should know about this OSPF area type. See, why need to know about types of area? See, here as we know that OSPF is used for large enterprise organizations, right? So when we have
Okay.
large enterprise organization, means that they will be using multiple routers, multiple different routes, and ISP use OSPF. Okay, so when ISP is using ISP have millions of routes, not one route, two
Okay.
route. Are you understanding?
Yes.
So millions of route means they will have millions of LSAs, and
Okay.
for processing those millions of LSAs, router must have to become strong to to process those millions of LSAs. And when the request is coming, that router has to process CPU utilization, bandwidth, everything will be there, right?
Okay.
Yes. So with the help of, when you know about this LSA type, you can filter some LSAs, or you can say that you can reduce the size of OSPF database and routing table.
Okay.
Maybe some router is not that much strong, so that router is saying that no, I cannot handle those routes. Okay, so you must know how to reduce the size of database.
Okay.
Okay, now you will say that, okay sir, in which condition we need to reduce this database size? What is the condition of the lab? Because see, as a student, we don't know this large infrastructure scenario, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, now let's understand this lab first. See, here we have one router 1 connected in EIGRP, router 2 connected in EIGRP and OSPF, router 3 connected in area 0 and
Okay.
area 1. Okay, area 0. This is area 0 and this is area 1. After that, in area 1 you have router 4, router 5 connected. Okay, so my point
Okay.
is that, okay, maybe, now see what I'm saying. When you have this EIGRP network, right? Okay,
Yes.
so you will configure here redistribution R2. Okay,
Yes.
so this will be known as ASDR
Yes.
router,
Yes.
right? And here you have one router connected in the middle of two area 1, area 0, so this is known as ABR router.
Yeah.
Okay, now, so when you have this ABR router, so this ABR router will, okay, before that, okay, sorry, now EIGRP have 500 prefix. 500 prefix means 500 networks. Okay,
Yes.
now this all 500 prefix will be known as external prefix, right?
Yes.
Okay, and these all prefixes will be injected into OSPF area. Okay,
Yes.
into OSPF area as LSA
And I
5,
say five.
5, right? Okay, so now how many LSA 5 is there in your OSPF area or is OSPF domain? 500 LSA.
Yes.
Okay, so this 500 LSA will be in area 0 as well as area
Yes.
1.
Yeah. One.
Yes, why? Because this LSA 5 can travel into
Propagate.
multiple areas. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, that's okay. So now we have understood up to this. Okay, now in area 0 you have 200 prefix. Okay,
Yes.
200 network. So this 200 network will be injected inside area 1 as LSA
And I say three.
LSA 3, because for area 0 these all prefixes, okay, it is locally connected,
Yes.
but when it is injected in another area, that's then it is OIA, right?
Yes.
Okay, so OIA is what? OIA is LSA 3.
LSA 3,
Okay,
yes.
so now tell me, LSA 3 will be how much? 200 LSA 3,
400, yes. And then
and LSA 5 will be how many LSA 5?
500, so
500.
all with, yes.
Okay, so
So
how
it will be
many LSA you have here in this area?
7, 700.
700. Okay, now this area 0 router, whatever routers you have, they are little bit stronger.
Yes.
Okay, they are stronger, so no problem, they can handle, because they have good processor, good RAM, processing power is okay, very good. But the routers which is working inside area 0, sorry, area 1, they are not that much strong, they are access layer routers. Okay,
Yes.
so what you can do, or what you can configure as a network administrator, that these routers which is inside area 1, they should communicate to outside. Okay, okay, no, there will be no problem in the communication, but they can reduce the LSA.
Yes.
So what type of configuration you can configure? Okay,
Okay.
now let's come here. So now understand what is stub area. Okay, so stub area is what? Now stub area is used to filter LSA 5. LSA 5, type 5 is LSA 5 or type 4. Okay, you sometime you say type
Okay.
4 or LSA 5 is same thing. Okay, type 5
Yes.
LSA and type 4 LSA, right? Type 5
Okay.
LSA is known as external LSA, and type 4 LSA is known as presence of ASBR. Okay, okay, now
Okay.
tell me, who generate type 5 LSA?
ASBR.
ASBR. And who generate type 4 LSA?
ABR.
ABR. Who generate type 3 LSA?
ABR.
ABR. Very good. Now, so stub area, whenever you will make stub area, so stub area will filter LSA 5, LSA 4. Okay, now by using the stub area feature, you can reduce the CPU utilization of the router. Very good.
Yes.
See what, because if we will use this kind of stub area, if we will make this area as a stub. Okay, so if we'll make this as a stub, this all area stub area, so now LSA 5 is not there. Okay, so see, you have only 200 LSA, which is LSA 3. Okay,
Okay.
okay, now tell me, in this area how many LSA 1 will be there? How many LSA 1? Only,
In area 0?
yeah, yeah, in area 0.
Yes. Only 200?
No, LSA 1,
LSA 1, okay.
only 2 LSA. See,
LSA,
see,
LSA 1 is 2. Yes.
LSA 1 is the router LSA, means how many
Yes.
router is there in that area? 2 router,
Yes.
1 router, 2 router, no prefix.
200.
Okay,
Yes. Yes. Yes.
okay, now LSA 5 is the prefix information, that how many prefix is coming from external network. Okay,
Yes.
so LSA 5 is here 300, LSA 1 is 2, and that these 200 LSA is coming to this area as LSA 3. That's why you have
3.
200 LSA 3. This
Yes.
external LSA is coming as LSA 5. That's why you have 500 LSA 5. Okay,
Yes.
now, so if you will make this area as a stub, so no LSA 5. So see, you have reduced. Earlier it was around 700, but now you have only
Yes.
200 approx, right?
200.
Okay,
Yes.
and you will not have LSA 4 also.
Okay.
Okay, but the problem will come that if you will not have this 200, sorry, this 500 LSA of this external, how these users will go outside and communicate, right?
Yes.
Yes, now understand this. Now, an ABR router in a stub area prevents LSA5 and LSA4 to be flooded into a stub area. So who will stop these all things? Who is, because see, who, this one R3, okay,
Okay.
because see,
ABR.
they are connected, but at least, because these LSA5 is coming like this, right, coming like this, and
Yes.
then it is coming like this, right? So everything will be filtered here on ABR router. It removes type 5 LSA and replaced them with a default route with type 3 LSA and injects towards stub area. So area 1 stub area users or routers can communicate to EIGRP network. Remember what I told you here, that okay, if I
Yes.
will use a stub area, then stub area will filter LSA5. It will say that no, I do not want to accept LSA5. But if it will stop receiving LSA5, no LSA5, then how these users will communicate? So this R3,
Yes.
see this R3 know, right? This R3 know how to reach
Yes.
there, right? So this R3 will
Yes.
say that okay, please my friend, I cannot send you this 500 prefix, but I can send you one prefix as LSA3
Okay.
because I am sending you LSA3, right? And that prefix will be default route, internet route.
And then
Please go and communicate
and
with
then
it.
it will help you to communicate.
Yes. Okay. Now, so if, see, earlier we were receiving 500 LSA, now we are not receiving, we are just removed this 500 LSA to one LSA only. Okay, so we have
Yes.
improved it. Okay, now stub area does not accept any external routes of non OSPF network. External route means what? Redistributed networks are known as external routes. Okay,
Okay.
and redistributed means non OSPF network, right? Whether from RAID,
Yes.
static, EIGRP. If it wants to reach those networks, or maybe if you want to reach those external routes, okay, only need to send it through a default route. Okay, means stub area, when stub area is not accepting those all external routes, okay, but if you want to provide reachability, so you will provide reachability through default route, this area. But stub area, now you will say that okay, stub area do not accept LSA4, LSA5, right?
Yes.
So stub area support what which LSA? LSA1, LSA2 and LSA3. See here, LSA1 is internal LSA, right?
Yes.
LSA2 will be when you have DRBDR, when you have Ethernet link, okay, instead of serial. When you
Okay.
have serial, no LSA2, but when you have Ethernet, you will have LSA1 also, LSA2 also.
Yes.
Okay, now, so any standard area support LSA1, LSA2, okay, default, and LSA3 default also, okay.
Okay.
All LSAs normal area supports. Okay, but if you will make a stub, so a stub will say that okay, I will support 1, I will support 2, I will support 3, but I will not support 4 and I will not support 5.
Okay.
Note, ASBR router is not allowed to be connected in a stub area. This is condition. Condition is if your lab will be different. Different means maybe you will say that okay, can I make this area as 1? Maybe you will say that, and can I make this area as 0? No problem. Okay, okay, so if can I make this area, okay, first thing, area 0, let me tell you first thing, area 0 cannot be a stub area.
Okay.
This directly, this area 0 which is connected there, okay, with ASBR, okay. when ASBR is connected, or you can say that the router, ASBR router, is not allowed to be connected into a stub area. Okay, and area 0 cannot be
Stub area.
stub area. Means, for example, if I'll make this 0 and I will try to make a stub, no stub is not allowed for area 0. Other area,
So
that's why, yeah,
we cannot see something like this one, this scenario that
yes,
you can
maybe,
find here.
yeah. So that's condition is there. Okay,
Okay.
now is saying that first condition is that area 0 cannot be a stub area, and the routers, which router, ASBR routers, are not allowed to be connected inside a stub area. Okay. ABR is allowed but not ASBR.
Okay.
Maybe if you say that, okay, this one is area 1 and this one is area 0. Okay,
Okay.
then can you make this area as stub? No, still no.
Yeah.
But you will say that, sir, here we were making this area as a stub, but why not here? Why? Because this router, this ASBR router, is connected inside this area.
Okay.
Okay, now ABR will generate a default route automatically using LSA3 and flood them into a stub area so they can communicate to external networks.
Okay.
Okay, and we need to enable a stub router or a stub area on all the routers which is connected inside that stub area. On here also on router 3, router 4, router 5. Then they will say that, okay, I am in area, a stub area, not in standard area. You have to tell them. Okay,
Okay.
now, so let's understand through the lab. Okay, and then we will understand these all things. Okay, or let me explain you again on this. Suppose this is EIGRP, right? So whatever network is coming from EIGRP, those all will be external LSA and type 5 LSA, right?
Yes.
This type 5
Yes.
LSA can come inside area 0, no problem. Okay, now area, standard area, this is right now, this is a standard area, right? Okay, so a
Yes.
standard area can support LSA1, LSA2, LSA3, LSA5, any LSA. Okay,
Okay.
LSA4, all LSA. Now, but this I made this area as a stub. So a stub is saying that, okay, no problem, you can generate type 1 LSA. See, here we have type 2 LSA. Why? Because we have what we have. Why we have here LSA2 and why not
It,
LSA2 here?
we have Ethernet.
Yes. So here we have multi-access link. That's why we have LSA2 here. It's serial. That's
Yes.
why no LSA. Okay. But
Yes.
here this is area 0. So area 0 network will come in area 1 as a type 3.
Area type 3. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. And when this type 5 is coming and type 5 is not allowed to enter into a stub area, right?
Yes.
But R3 users and R3 wants to reach internet. So this ABR router will say, okay, no problem. When I am filtering all this LSA5, what I will do, I will inject one default route.
Okay.
Okay, so you can communicate to those internet or external routes.
Okay.
Okay, see, default route, and that is type 3. Why type 3? Because ABR is sending. That's why it is type 3. Okay,
Okay.
now this is the lab. First, you have to understand the lab. See, okay, so let me open that lab first. Ospf stub LSA no, it's not this one. Area interface. LSA 4. No, it's not this one. We have to work on this lab. Redistribution EAGRP. Okay. Okay, so here we have this lab. Okay, so now in this lab, first you understand. Start all these devices. Okay, for now we have to delete what we can do. Okay. So we have started all the devices. Scenario is little bit bigger. Okay. So now here we have R1. Okay. And then R2, which is this ASBR router. Okay. Here, no. This is not the network what we are using. EIGRP. Wait. Again, I have opened wrong lab. Okay, now we have correct lab. Okay. So now here we have
But
EIGR.
right now you told me that area 0 does not have to be this one.
No, so we will be
This
making this area as a stub.
okay.
Okay. We want, okay, we want that. We want to reduce LSA 5, this LSA 500, not to
Okay.
come in this area 1. Okay.
The one. Okay.
Yes. Here they can come. See here. That's why I have written here. Here they can come.
Oh,
So start all the devices. And then take console. So first we have to verify the IP addresses on all the devices. Okay.
okay.
R5. Okay, so we are on R1 router. R1 router we can type this. So IP interface brief exclude Nssa. So yes, we have 10 loopback interface on R1 and one serial which is connecting to Ospf. Okay, no problem here.
Okay.
See, 10 loopback and one serial 11. So yes, we have 11 IP interface here. R2. R2 we have two interface. Yes, two interface up. Now come to R3. R3 we have 12 interface, 10 loopback
Yes.
and 2 physical interface. Okay. Yes. R4 we have two.
Three.
No
Two
problem.
physical.
Yeah, two physical and one logical. So we'll configure it if it is not there. Interface loopback 1 IP address
Yes.
is 4.4.4.4 IP address, and then save and then verify. Yes, we have two physical and one
Three.
logical. R5 will have only one interface. We can type here so IP interface brief exclude honest. We have one IP address which is 54.112. No problem, right?
Okay.
Okay. Now configure EIGRP10 on router 1 because we have to configure according to the lab, right?
Yes.
Okay. So you come here conf t, type router EIGRP10 network. So all the router is connected in EIGRP10 and all the interfaces in EIGRP10. So I can configure
Okay.
default, no problem, right?
Yes.
No auto. Okay. I need to see. Okay. R2. R2 one interface is connected into EIGRP10. Which interface? Serial 2 by 0. You can see here.
Yes.
Serial 2 by 0 and one in serial 2 by 1.
Okay.
Okay. So I can come here and can say that router EIGRP10 network 12.1.1.0
Yes.
no auto exit
Okay.
and 23 in area 0, right? OSPF area
Yes.
0. So I can say here router OSPF router 2. So I will write like this: router ID 2.2.2.2 network. I'm using
23.
23.1.1.1.0.0.0.0.3
Yeah.
area 0, right? No problem.
Yes.
Okay, so first we have to verify. Okay, first let's configure then. Okay, so configure EIGRP on router 1, configure EIGRP and OSPF on router 2, right?
Yes.
Now configure OSPF
First.
area 0 on router 3 and area 1 on router 3, right?
Yes.
So come here, router OSPF 3 router ID is 3.3.3.3
Okay.
network.
Uh,
Network we are using 23.0
yes.
is area 0, right? 23 is in area 0.
Yes.
Okay, this link 23 is in area 0.
Okay. 24.
Okay, and this all loopback is also in area.
Area.
Yeah,
Area
in
0.
area 0. All is in area 0.
Okay.
Okay, so these all loopbacks are this loopback 333 is a part of R3, right? So we
Yes.
want to advertise inside area 0, right? So
Area.
yeah, so
Yes.
those LSA can come as a LSA 3 in area 1, right? So we
Okay.
can, yeah, we can say network 33331 0000 area 0
Sure.
3 9 and 310. Fine. Now we
Fine.
have one interface remaining 34, which is in area 1, right?
Yes.
Network 34.1 area 1. Fine. Exit. Now let's come to R4. Conft R4 all is in area 1, so we can write like this, right? Router
Okay.
ospf 4, router id 4.4.4.4, and then network area 1.
Interval.
No problem, right? Wait for neighborship. Neighborship
Yes.
came from R3. All is okay. Now R5 is also same condition, so we here also we can say like that.
Okay.
In
In Alpha, we have only one network, so it's okay.
yeah, router ospf 5, router
Yes.
id 5.5.5.5, and network,
Network.
if you want we can say like that, no problem.
54.
3
Only one.
area 1, right? No problem. Wait for the neighborship from
Okay.
R4. Yes, neighborship came up, right?
Yes.
Okay, so all configuration is completed. Now come to R5 to check these all things. So if you're coming here and typing here, so IP ospf, so IP route. Okay, see here, this 3 routes is coming here in as LSA3, right? This 3 1, this all loop
Yes.
back, right? Is coming as LSA3.
Yes.
But why this one is not coming? These all one is not coming. Did you configure redistribution?
No, we did not yet.
Yes. So let's come to which router you have to come, R2, to configure redistribution,
After.
right? Now come here. Let's configure
Yes.
redistribution.
Okay.
Router OSPF
Two.
to
Two.
redistribute
Okay.
EIGRP10 subnets metric
Okay.
type 1. I will explain you. See, if you will configure only this one, see, if you will configure like this, no problem, you can configure redistribute
Okay.
EIGRP enter. But if you will configure like this, means OSPF will redistribute only uh, summarized, like what you can say, default network, right? But if you are
Okay.
using
Okay.
those, subnetted network
Submit.
slash 25
Yeah.
slash 29, so it will not support.
Yeah.
That's why we write
To
as a
avoid. To avoid it.
yes subnets. Now if you like, if you put like this, no problem. Here also you can configure. But if you
Okay.
configure like this, so whatever routes is coming, okay, whatever routes is coming from this side as external
Yes.
to your area 1, all will be coming as matrix 20. This is known as
Okay.
OSPF seed matrix. Okay, seed matrix. So if all is coming as 20, all is coming as a 20 here, right? So your R4 R5, see, the cost to reach this external will be 20 here also, will be 20 here also, will be 20 here also. And
Yes.
now tell me, is it good? See, from R3
No.
matrix should be different, R4 matrix should be different, R5 matrix should be different to reach R1, right?
Yes.
I hope you're understanding, right?
Yeah, I see.
Yes, because see, the distance from R3 to R1 is different, distance from
Yes,
R4 to R1 is different, R5 is
yes.
different. But if you
But
will
yes,
configure like this, all metric cost will be 20.
should be set.
So for that, we write like this: metric ty type 1. I'll explain you later. Okay, we have this lesson to understand. Okay, metric type 1.
Okay.
Okay, so ospf eigrp is redistributed inside ospf, right?
Hospital.
And we have to uh, transfer our ospf route also into eigrpc. If you will make only one sided redistribution, see here, see, after some time it will come. Okay, if you will make one sided redistribution, it will come. Okay, but router eigrp 10 redistribute ospf 2.
Yes.
Okay, metric
Metric. 10,
metric
10, 10, 10.
this is bandwidth, delay,
Mm-hmm.
okay,
Okay.
reliability, mtu or
Empty.
something, 5 cost is there. Okay, okay, now if you are coming on R1, so ip
Okay.
route, okay, R5, did we advertised? Do all routes is coming here, so ip route, just wait for a few seconds. Have you seen what problem we did here?
Uh, OSPF one here.
ospf 1 is also running, ospf 2 is also running. So what we will do, we will
Yes.
remove all ospf from R2, and then we will configure new ospf as a ospf 2. Okay,
Okay.
so let's come here.
But at what time did we configure OSPF one here?
I don't know, maybe it's a previous lab.
Yes, maybe.
Router ospf 1 will say no. Okay, neighborship is down with R3. Okay, then we will say no ospf 2 also. Okay, then we'll configure
Okay.
new ospf as router ospf 2, router id 2.2.2.2, network. Network we have to advertise only 231110,
Okay.
area 0. Wait for the neighborship. Neighborship came up, right? And
Yes.
we have to check our redistribution also. So see here. So run section router, section router. Okay, so EIGRP redistribution is there, OSPF. So we have to do redistribution in OSPF, conf t. So we'll type here router OSPF to redistribute EIGRP 10 subnets metric type 1. Okay, now it's configured. And when it is configured, now we have to come to R5. Just wait for a few seconds, route will come. See, now, so here, see, we cannot configure 500 prefix. So for example, I have configured 10 external prefix, LSA5. This is
Yes.
LSA5 is 10. And here
Okay.
I have configured LSA3 10. Okay, just to understand this lab. Okay, so here on router 5, where we are using access layer routers, okay, you can see here these all external prefixes are coming as E1, okay, OSPF external
Yes.
one, okay, and see all these external routes is coming here, and all this LSA3 is coming here, right? Okay.
Yes.
Now if you'll come on R5 and check show IP route and then show IP OSPF database. Understand this database. Your routers means R5 is connected in which area? Area 1, right? Okay, in area 1, how many
Yes.
routers are there?
Three.
3 router, R3, R4, R5. Okay, fine.
Yes.
Okay. R3 is generating how many LSA? R3 is generating means R3 is sharing how many link inside area 1? 2 link. Okay.
Two lenses.
Why 2 link? See, one link is this and one neighbor information.
Yes.
They count neighbor also.
Yes. Okay.
R4. R4 has 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Understood? 1,
Yes.
2, 3 network and 2 neighbor. That's why it is 5. Okay.
Yes.
So, and these already we know about. Now this is summary network, means summary LSA is what? LSA 3. Okay,
Three.
who is advertising LSA 3? ABR router, router 3, right?
Yes.
So router 3
Yes.
is sharing these all LSA 3 inside area 1. Okay, fine. Okay, 333. So all this 333 network and 23 network is a part of area 0. That's why it is OIA. If you check this, all OIA. See, OIA, OIA,
Yeah.
OIA.
In the
Yes. Now,
area.
now we have summary ASB LSA. Summary ASBR. Okay, means who is, okay. See, who advertises, who advertised this LSA for? ABR
Area.
router.
A.
ABR router is saying,
Yes.
my friend, ABR is saying these this ABR is injecting this LSA4 inside area 1, saying that
Yes.
there is one ASBR.
ASBR.
That's it. And always keep in mind, if you have one ASBR, so you will have one LSA4. If you have two ASBR, three ASBR, okay. So depending on your ASBR, this LSA4 will be there, okay.
Okay. That's the presence of
Just the
ASBR.
presence of ASBR. Very good. Now, type 5 is known as external LSA. Okay. See, the people who created this OSPF, see how easily they have written here type 5 to understand, right?
Okay.
But see, why they have not written here type 4, type 3,
Yes.
type 1. Okay. Okay.
Yes.
No problem. This is our what we can say. This is our review or feedback, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So type 5. So type 5 is, see, this is okay. Now understand, that's why you have two information there. Advertising router. Who is generating this type 5? ASBR.
ASBR.
And what he is sharing, see, all link information is there. Age is means from how long it is connected. Sequence number. Checksum. Tag we will understand. Okay, tag also. Okay, sequence is like if they will exchange something new, sequence number will become 2, 3, 4, like that. It will change after every update. Sequence number changed.
Okay.
Okay, so here we have seen that on router 4 we are receiving these all LSAs. Okay, so according to our lab example, here we are receiving around 700 LSA, including LSA 3 and LSA 5. So we want to make this
Yes.
area as a stub, so this area cannot accept LSA 5, right?
Okay.
Okay, how you will know that? or like how you will check whether router 2 is ASBR, router 3 is ASBR, something like that. See, if you are coming on R5, okay, and if you type here show IP OSPF border router, see, router 5 know
Yes.
who this is, who is
ABR.
ABR, and he router 5 also know who is
ASBR.
ASBR. And router 2, how he will know? See, if you will type here show IP OSPF database,
Okay. But okay.
sorry, border router,
Border router.
okay. See, R2 know about only ABR, right? But
Yes.
how R2 will know that who is ASBR? I know that I am ASBR, but where is the information written? See here, so IP protocol. Can you see? It is an,
Yes, it is an autonomous system boundary
yeah,
router.
autonomous system border router or boundary router is the same thing. Now come to R3.
Okay.
Okay, see, if you'll type here so IP OSPF border router. Okay, see, R3 know about ASBR, but who is ABR? So same
Yes.
also, so IP OSPF, sorry, so
Okay.
IP protocol.
Protocol.
Here is written here. It is an
Border router.
area border router, right? ABR.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So now we want to make the area 1 as a stub area, right? Okay.
Okay.
So let's come to the R5. Type here conf t router OSPF 5, because we are running 5 here, right? Whenever,
Yes.
see, if the information, maybe like if you are working in organization, or if you are a new joinee, so you'd run this protocol, so IP protocol, you will know that okay, OSPF 5 is running, so no problem, let me continue configuring, right, instead of configuring wrong, right?
Okay.
OS
Yes.
OSPF router OSPF 5, simple command. See, area, your router 5 is connected in which area?
Area 1.
Area 1, simple, exit. Okay, so when you made area 1 as a stub, can you explain me this message?
No. No.
My friend,
Like
check
we
again.
have to OSPF. This one is like adjacent the OSPF 5 process
I'm not
area 1.
asking that explain everything. I'm saying that neighbor
Yes.
444, neighbor 4, router 4
Um,
is down, right?
yes.
Yes, but why is down? Earlier we were neighbor, but when I became a stub, my neighbor is down. Why?
I don't know. Really.
My friend. Okay, no problem. It's a very long process of OSPF. See, OSPF. Remember, I told you in OSPF we have some neighbor condition.
Yes.
So in neighbor
So
condition,
if it does
remember I
not,
told you that the stub flag must be same.
yes, we have like a 5 state that
Yes.
should be same before.
So
Oh,
here that if here router 4 is working as a standard area and you are working as a stub area, so area type must be same to become neighbor. Are you understanding? So here you made this R5 as
Understand?
a stub area, right? But what about R4? So
Yes.
you have to come again to R4 and say that okay, no problem,
Yes.
conf t router ospf 4 area 1 stub exit. Now see, from R5 neighborship came up, right? R5 neighborship came up, but what about R4? Sorry,
So
R3.
even
R3 neighbor
router
is down.
four. Huh?
Can you see?
Okay, for me, I thought it's only one router that should be stopped.
No, no, no. All router
Yeah, I see.
inside that area, not only one router. It is not
Okay, for
like
me, I thought that's
EIGRP
just
stub, okay?
okay.
Yeah. So again we have to come to R3. We have to say router OSPF 3 area 1 stub. I do not want to make area
Stop.
0 as a stub. I want to make area
Okay.
1 as a stub because my one interface is in area 1. That's why area 1
Yes.
exit. Okay. Neighborship came up. Now, now if you'll come on this R5 router and now you check so IP route, do you have any external LSA as we were
External.
getting here like OE, this one, OE1? Do you have any?
No.
No. Okay. But if you do not have any external route, then how these users will be able to communicate to this EIGRP? So ABR router is sending you one default route. See,
The
earlier this
default.
default route was not there in the topology. You can see here there was no any default route, right? No default route. But once you have created
Yes.
this area as a stub area, so area means LSA5 is
Okay.
not there, but this new LSA came. And if you check the database,
Okay.
see, LSA5 is not there. See, only LSA1 and
Next.
LSA what?
Three.
3. No 4, no 5.
Three.
Yeah, this is area
Okay.
LSA1 and this is LSA3, but no 4,
Three.
no 5. And this 0 has been added extra, right?
Okay.
For default route. So R5 users can communicate to 1.1.1.1. See,
Okay.
okay, what about R4? They should communicate 1.1.1. R1 1.1 is there, 1.2. Okay, let's try 1.2. Ping 1.1.1.2. Okay, so you can see here, see R1 is
So
receiving.
you change
Yeah, I just redistributed again. Earlier I have used a different redistribution.
100.
Yeah, 100, but I just gave 10, a smaller one. Okay, why 100?
Okay.
Because I'm maybe like due to some link or something like that. Okay,
Okay.
bandwidth I gave 100, but that is serial interface, right? Serial is what is lower, not 100 Mbps, right? That's why maybe
Okay.
it's, but it's okay. R1 is receiving all the routes, right? Okay, and
Yes.
R5 is receiving the LSA1 and LSA3, not 4 and not 5. And if you check the routing table, okay, routing table, you are getting only LSA3. Okay, and to communicate external LSAs, ABR router is giving you LSA3 as a default route. And if you're coming here and trying to ping 1.1.1.1, yes, you are communicating, right? Even your R4 is also trying to communicate 1.1.1.1, is communicating, right?
Yes.
Okay, now your stub problem is solved, right? Means instead of 700 LSA, right, instead of 700
Yes.
LSA, now you are receiving approx 500 LSA, right?
Yes.
Okay, now, but you will say that no, 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 but still you are getting this 200 prefix. Still my routers are not that much strong to support LSA3 LSA3 prefixes also. It is too basic.
Yes.
Can you reduce more? Maybe you are engineer, you can ask, right? Or maybe your boss
Yes.
can ask these things, right? Because you are engineer, you have to implement, right? So you will say, okay, no problem, I have another solution. What is your next solution? Your next solution is
Total stub area.
totally stub. I getting?
Yes, I see.
It is saying that like stub area, totally stub area do not receive type 4 and type 5, okay,
Mm-hmm.
from their ABR because it is filtered by them. However, they also do not
Receive type 3.
receive type 3 LSA also. See, earlier with the help of stub area, you reduce 4 and 5, right?
Yes.
And with the help of totally stub, you can reduce LSA3 also,
Okay.
okay? And on the behalf of all networks to communicate, ABR router will generate single route, default route, and it will say that, okay, no problem. The ABR is saying that no problem, please, as I was sharing one default route to communicate external network, right? Okay, I will share the same default route
Okay.
to communicate my prefixes also, because see, default route means what? Please come to me, I will take you there, right?
Okay.
What is the meaning of default route? Maybe like you are default route ISP. You will say, okay, please send your packet to me. I am responsible for communication, right?
Yes.
Yes. So ABR was earlier, ABR was generating one default route to communicate external. So same here, ABR is saying that, okay, as these prefixes are directly connected to me, so no problem. Instead of sending all these 200 prefix, I will also send you default routes. So whenever you want to
Okay.
communicate my LSA3 200 prefixes, come to me. I will help you to communicate. So instead of sending this 200 LSA, I will send you single LSA. Is it okay?
Okay.
So instead of sending LSA 4 and LSA 5 is already stopped by stop area. So totally stop will say no problem. I will also reduce LSA 3. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And I will inject one single default route. Okay. And that who is generating LSA 3?
ABR.
ABR. Okay. So now this ABR, okay, will convert that LSA 3, okay, as it's
Mm-hmm.
like multiple LSA3 to single default route. And whenever ABR is
Yes.
sending anything, right, that is LSA3. Always keep in mind whether it is a single prefix or multiple prefix. Whenever ABR will exchange anything, okay,
Okay.
that is LSA3.
Yes.
Now, totally stub area will filter LSA5, LSA4, LSA3. Now see
Okay.
this, your organization earlier you were having 700 prefixes. Now you have at least one or two, three prefixes. So now your router can handle your loads.
Okay.
Okay, and see every time I am writing this one note, ASBR router is not allowed to be connected in the totally stub area. Means the area wherever you want to make totally stub, ASBR is not allowed. Okay. Okay, and area 0 is also not allowed. Okay, so we have to implement this one, that how we can reduce type 3. Okay, so here who is generating type
Let us say
3?
three.
Router 3, right? So we have to just come to router 3, single command.
Yes.
We have to come to router 3 conf t, and we say router ospf 3 area 1 stub. Okay, no summary. LSA 3 is what? LSA 3 is known as
Summary.
summary LSA. So he's saying that please do not send no summary. Okay, please do not send summary LSA. So only a router 3, no problem. And now come to router 5. Okay, now see, earlier you were getting LSA 3, right? Now come here and check. See how your table is reduced. Can you see?
Thousand.
Okay, now see, you have a single route to communicate to everyone. LSA 3,
Muito
LSA
bem, boa noite,
4, LSA 5, all.
Mbaripi.
Okay, and now if you'll try to communicate, see, 1.1.1 ping 3.3.3.3, 3.3.3.1, you are communicating. And if you'll check here, so IP ospf database, see, LSA 1 which is generated by your connected routers, and see single LSA 3, single. Okay, got it?
Okay, I see.
Okay, now okay, is it okay now? Okay, now let's understand, maybe your
It's
organization,
okay.
to understand another LSA type, we have to understand this lab. Okay, so understand
Arani.
this lab.
Listen.
Okay,
Water.
okay, now we have to work on to understand another type of LSA. So for understanding another type of LSA, we have to understand the lab first. Okay, what this lab is saying, see, here you have one EIGRP network. Okay, here you have the OSPF area 0, here OSPF area 1. So due to previous configuration, we have stopped LSA 4, no LSA 4, no LSA 3, no LSA 5, right? Okay,
Yes.
so who is not receiving these all LSA? This stub and totally stub area, right? So this is now totally stub area,
Yes.
right? So totally stub area is not receiving LSA 3, LSA 4 and LSA 5. But maybe your organization is very large. Your organization, some users or some routers are connected to some other branch where you are using some other routing protocols, right? Except OSPF. Maybe it is EIGRP or RIP, something like that, right? Because we are talking about ISP enterprise network, right?
Yes.
Okay, so it is not mandatory that your all router will be working with Ospf. Maybe some organization is using something like that, right? So if you are using this
Yes, like
RIP autonom
okay.
different protocol, and I already told you that. So what will happen? Okay, first understand when it is connected, right? So here you have to configure what redistribution, right? Hello.
Yes.
Yes. So if you'll configure redistribution on
Yes, I
this
can. I'm
R5,
listening to you.
so this will become ASBR. And I told you in
Okay.
ASBR is not allowed
Yes.
to be connected inside a stub area.
Yes.
Okay. And when it is not allowed to be connected, then how these all RIP networks will be advertised inside your network, and it will come here and it will come here and everyone can communicate, right?
Okay, another problem again.
Another problem.
Okay.
Okay. So there is one, and this, when you will make this redistribution, when you will make this redistribution,
Okay.
okay, when you will make this redistribution, so this R5 will generate what? Which type of LSA this R5 will generate when you will do redistribution? Type, and this type 5 is not allowed in this stub area, right?
Okay.
Means you can say that your organization can support only one ASBR, not multiple ASBR. So what is the need of using a stub and not so a stubby area, because you are not connected to your branch? So you'll say no, 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 remove it.
Okay.
Okay. So what is the condition? Okay, what
Okay.
is the solution? So solution is that, sir. Let's understand about the solution first. Okay. So solution is uh, okay. So solution is to remove this stub and totally a stub and make this area as a NSSA. NSSA is saying that I am a stub and I am not a stub. Means I am a stub for these things. Are you understanding? For this LSA 3, LSA 4, LSA 5. But I am not a stub for directly connected ASBR. See, understand. If you are not understanding anything, let me know, because these are some tricky languages. Okay, to make, because some trainer will explain you in some other way, some trainer will explain you in other way. See, you have to remove this and make this
Okay.
not so stubby area. You can say I'm not so hungry, means you are little bit hungry, right? Okay. So here is saying that I'm not so stubby area, not so stubby area, means I am stub area for remote ASBR, remote
Okay.
ASBR. I am stub area for remote ASBR, but I am not
Remote.
stub area for connected ASBR. Understood?
Okay.
Okay. Now,
So it means
yeah, and but there is some options. It will, this ASBR will say that no problem when this area is not accepting LSA5 and LSA4. So what you do, can I convert something? You know, if you know, you can put something inside packet and you can send, but when you open, that is different. Outside it is
Yes.
different, but inside it is same. So what it will do, this ASBR will convert LSA5 to LSA7,
7.
and it will inject, and it will say that okay, I do not have any problem. A stub area will say that no, I do not have any problem with LSA7. I have only problem with LSA4, LSA3, and LSA5. No problem with 7.
5.
So 7, and these all networks can come here. When this all network will come here, it will come to your ABR router also, right?
Okay.
And ABR router can send these all networks as a OIA. Why? Because it is coming from this area, OIA. And it is coming here as a OIA. Here redistribution is there, so it will come here as a OSPF routes, and these routers can communicate to your RIP network, and RIP network can communicate to EIGRP, OSPF, everyone.
Okay.
Okay. So for that, what we have to do, we have to remove.
Yes. The stop.
Yeah, remove previous stub configuration. We have to make this as a not so stubby area. So we will come
Okay.
here again, R3 conf t. We are already there. Router OSPF 3, no, and no for that one also.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, and then you have to come to R4.
You did not.
Route.
You did not remove it for the stop.
Oh, sorry,
You
sorry.
just remove the stop here.
Wait.
Oh,
uh,
somewhere.
Here
Yes. No. Okay.
you see neighborship will go down. Okay,
Yes.
R4, router OSPF 4.
Oh. No.
Yes. Okay, area 1 stub. So we'll come here
Oh.
and say no,
Oh.
no. R5 neighborship down, and R4 neighbors, R3 neighborship will come up. Means configuration is okay. Conf t router OSPF 5. Okay, and here we can say that area 1 stub and no stub. Fine. Okay, neighborship
Okay.
came up. Now if you will come here, so IP route, all routes is coming, right? So IP
Yes.
OSPF database, all is coming. LSA5, LSA4, LSA3, all is coming. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Now, yeah, now we have,
Fine.
yeah, a redistribution is already
Okay.
there, right? We are not changing
Yes.
anything in the redistribution now. So understand about NSSA. Okay, what is NSSA?
Okay.
Okay, what is not so stubby area? So as per that, I have already explained you the below previous lab of a stub and totally a stub area, right? Okay,
Yes.
and I have told you that if you are using a stub and totally a stub area, and if you are using single ASBR, then no problem. But when you have two ASBR router in the OSPF
There's no
domain,
need.
then there is a problem. But inside all,
Okay.
inside that also, in one situation there is no problem. When
Okay.
these ASBR, okay, let me erase it. See, when these ASBR are remotely, maybe one ASBR will be there. Okay, Are you understanding? And that is also
Yes.
remote ASBR, so no problem. When the ASBR is directly connected, in that condition you have problem. Okay,
Okay.
so this is the situation solution for that one. Okay, so now NSSA, not so stubby area, filter LSA5, LSA4, but it will convert LSA5 from directly connected ASBR to LSA7. ASBR redistribution is allowed in NSSA, but always keep in mind ASBR redistribution is not allowed in stub and totally stub, right? But when we make that area instead of a stub and totally stub, when we make as a NSSA area, not so stubby area, at that time that 5 will be converted as LSA7 and it will travel. Now as redistribution is allowed on R4 because it R4, okay,
Okay.
R4 I have written wrong, R it should be R5, okay, okay, I will change it, R5,
Yes.
okay, because its area is now NSSA area. Now ASBR router 5 will convert
Yes.
LSA5 to LSA7 and propagate inside OSPF area.
Yes.
Now RIP prefixes are traveling up to area 1 because it is converted to NSSA, okay, sorry, connected to NSSA ASBR router. Now see that
Okay.
router which is redistributing, that is ASBR router, okay. Routers in area 1 they are getting all RIP prefixes as LSA7. We will check that one also. Now the problem will come that how router 3 R3 will
Okay.
propagate LSA7 to area 0 because standard area do not understand LSA7.
Okay.
Okay, means see now when you will make this area as now NSSA area, NSSA area. Okay, so this area is NSSA and this area is RIP
Okay.
area, but still this
Okay.
area is a standard area, this area 0,
Yes.
and area 0 can only understand LSA1, LSA2, LSA3, LSA4, LSA5, but no LSA7.
Okay.
Okay, so at that time what it will do, so earlier router 3 was acting as ABR, right?
Here. Yes.
Now but once ABR router, any ABR router, when it is connected to ASBR, sorry, when this ABR is connected
NS.
or any ABR is
NS.
connected to NSSA area, okay, it will
Yes.
start acting as ABR and ASBR router.
Okay. Same time.
Yes. If you want right now, let me show you, and after configuration, I will show. So
Okay.
IP protocol. This router is acting as a area border router
Yes.
and
Yes.
R5. Let me show you here. So IP protocol R5 is not acting as anything, okay, nothing is there, so we are going to work, okay, no zero stub, no NSSA, okay, all is normal area, one normal area because I have removed everything, okay.
Yes.
Now let's configure NSSA. So we have to first we have to configure RIP, right?
Yes.
So we need our R6 connect, and then we need our R7 to be connected.
Okay.
R7 R7
Wait. Hello guys, I want to go.
Okay, so here if you check this lab, Here we are on
Okay.
R7, we have loopback 1, loopback 2, loopback 3. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, and for example, I just wrote like rip is sending you 20 prefix. So 20 prefix is not that much, right?
Okay.
So 20 prefix is not that much. So R5, R6, R7 need to be configured. So R5. R5 we connected a new interface. So interface serial 2 by 2
Okay.
IP address 561111
Okay.
252 no shot. Then I will say that okay, then I have to configure RIP, right? Exit.
Yes.
Then I will say router RIP version 2 network. I will advertise 56111110. No auto
Okay.
sound. Fine. Now I'll come to R6. So IP interface brief.
Okay.
IP is there. So IP protocol.
Protocol.
RIP is also there. So this RIP is already configured here. R7. So IP interface brief. Okay, interfaces are also configured. So IP protocol RIP is also configured and it is advertised.
Okay.
Okay, fine. So do RIP network is coming here to R5. So IP route. You can see here RIP
Yes.
networks are coming here, right? But do those
Yes.
RIP networks is coming to R4.
Yeah. That's right.
So IP route, no, it's not coming, right? So when
There's
it
no
is not coming,
redistribution.
so yeah, so we have to perform redistribution here. So let's come to perform redistribution.
Okay.
Conf t route, sorry, again we are on wrong router. It should be router 5.
Yes.
Conf t router router rip
Rip.
redistribution ospf 5, right?
Uh, su- subnet.
Metric. No, this is rip. So rip support hop count. So I'll
Okay.
say metric 2 3 something like that. Then I will
Okay.
say router ospf 5 redistribute rip
Okay.
subnets. Very simple. Okay. Now I'll come here to R4 and check whether the routes is coming on. Routes is coming here, right? Okay.
Yes.
Now problem is okay, sorry, I just removed it. I wanted to show you some messages.
Okay.
That okay, no problem. Let me remove the redistribution just for 1 second.
Okay.
Conf t router ospf 5 no redistribute exit, and then router rip no redistribution. Okay, so when let's check the routes is there or removed. Routes are not there.
Okay.
Now see, remember I told you that ASBR router is not allowed in stub, right? So what I can, so
Yes.
for example what I'm saying, router ospf 5,
Five.
okay,
Yes.
area 1 stub. Okay,
Stop.
so okay, router 4 const router ospf4 area 1 stub. Router 3 const router ospf3 area 1 stub. And now if you are coming to r4 r5, so ip route all the routes. Okay, see your external routes you are not coming, it's not coming here. So r3 one more command is missing, so I can say here stub no some summary. Okay, just wait for a few seconds, I'm making it default to show you something.
Okay.
Okay, see here, those all routes are not coming here, no LSA3 and no LSA
5.
5, right? Okay,
Yeah.
here 7 is coming because I am rip, but that 7 is not coming into 4. Why? Because there is no redistribution, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you can say that this is just a normal router, this is not ABR, no ASBR, something like that. Okay, okay, so
Okay.
R5 is trying to communicate 1.1.1.1, it's communicating, but when you will say that no, I want to make this R5 as ASBR, so a RIP network should also come
Yes.
there. So if you'll say error like this, router RIP or router OSPF5 redistribute RIP metric or RIP sub subnets. See, you will receive some message here. Can you see here? OSPF ASBR
Yes.
without, see, valid means not, it's not in a valid area.
Start.
Router is currently an ASBR while having one area which
What?
is stub area. So it's giving you message. So please remove it. So
Yes.
we have to say okay, sorry, no problem. Let's come and remove. So we say
Okay.
that okay, router OSPF5 area 1 stub. So
Okay.
we'll say no.
Yes.
So let's come to R4 also. Config
Okay.
router OSPF 4 area 1 no. Here router 3 will say no and no. Okay. Now it is normal.
Okay.
Okay, now it is normal.
Okay.
So if you'll come here,
It's
so IP route, it will come R4. Let's check on R4. Okay, all routes is coming here, right?
yes.
Okay. Now R5. So R5 we have to do redistribution, right? Okay.
Yes.
Router OSPF 5 redistribute RIP subnets exit and C R7. If you are typing here, so IP route. Do these networks are coming? Those networks are not coming here, right?
Yes.
Those, so for that you have to do OSPF redistribution. So come to 5 and say that redistribute,
Router.
sorry, router
Router.
RIP redistribute, okay,
Okay.
OSPF 5
Okay.
metric 2.
2.
And once it is there, no problem. If you come to R7, so IP route, see all routes are there, right? And here also on R4
Yes.
R5 you will see all routes are there, but still problem is still there, right? So you will say that okay, no problem, let me
Yes.
reduce the problem with NSSA area. NSSA area will say that I will not accept, see it will say that no LSA 3, no LSA 4, no
5.
LSA
5.
LSA 5, but LSA 5 will be converted to LSA 7 so you can
Yes,
communicate. Okay.
okay.
Okay. And when this one is saying no LSSA and LSA 3 LSA 4, so for that ABR router is giving you one default route so for communication, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so if you are coming here, router 5, so come to router 5, conft router ospf 5, okay, and then say area 1 nssa exit. Now come to r4, conft router ospf 4, area 1 is nssa. Now come to router 3, conft router ospf 3, okay, area 1 nssa. Okay, now come to r4 and r5 to verify the routing table. R4 first. Now type here show
Okay.
IP route.
To see it. Get 7 is there.
Okay, sorry,
Okay.
LSSA no NSSA is LSA 5 LSA 4. Okay, so he's saying that see for router 4, check here,
Yes.
router 4 is not receiving LSA 5. Okay, and now
Yes.
that router 5 is receiving LSA 7. ON2 is part of NSSA. Okay, and 2 why 2 is there because I have used default metric, not metric type 1. That's why seed metric is 20. Okay,
Okay.
so see here, RIP networks are coming to your network, right?
Yes.
See, RIP network is coming to you. Okay, you are able to communicate, but what about EIGRP network? Do you have EIGRP networks here?
No. I cannot
No, it will
see it.
come, it should come. Okay, and if you are coming on R5, see here, so IP OSPF database. See, you are getting LSA1, it's normal. LSA3 you are
LSA 3.
receiving from your ABR router, and
Okay.
LSA instead of
LSA
LSA 5 you are receiving LSA 7.
7.
And if you are coming to R4 also, so IP OSPF database. LSA1, LSA3 through your ABR
Okay.
router 3, and LSA 7 which is coming here. Okay,
Okay.
but the problem is, see what is the problem? Problem is, now the problem is NSSA area is receiving RIP network but not EIGRP networks, right?
Okay.
Because NSSA area ABR don't send a default routes to reach external networks. Means, see,
Okay.
remember when we made stub not so stubby, right? So
Yes.
R3 was sending something, some default
Yeah, the
route, right?
default route.
So here, so here R3 was, so R3 was sending some default routes, okay, in stub, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you're saying that, sir, when we made this NSSA, why NSSA is not sending default route? Okay, so my
Mm-hmm.
friend, if both router will send default routes, so your network will go, like it will do something load balancing. If you want to ping something, it will do load balancing because everything is default routes, right?
Okay.
That's why you cannot have two default routes like that. Okay, so here R5 is saying that no problem, my friend, I am sending you LSS7, please tell R3 to send you
Yes.
default route, so you should communicate to LSA3 and LSA7.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because see, you are receiving LSA3, no problem. If you'll come here, see, you are receiving LSA3 means your routers who is NSSA, they are communicating to LSA3, okay, which is coming from different area, but not external,
Yes.
because LSA5 is not there. Why? Because in NSA area, LSA5, LSA4 is block. Okay,
Okay.
so what you should configure on R3, okay, so the network should come. So here you have to configure something, manual configuration will be required. So here, configure and propagate default route manually into NSSA area on ABR router,
Yeah.
ABR router, so everyone should communicate inside NSSA area. Okay,
Okay.
now come to ABR router, which is R3, okay, and
Okay.
configure this. Because remember, in stub and totally stub, one default route was coming,
Yes.
but here no default route. So if no default route is there, no problem, we'll come here to R3, conf t router ospf 3, we'll write here area 1 NSSA default
Default.
information originate. Once you wrote this command, and if you come to R4, earlier if you check the database, earlier we were not receiving something 00 something, right, and no gateway of last resort is
Yes.
was set. And now no, here also in LSA3 no default route. But now if you'll check, see, one default route is there. See, earlier there was no default route. Okay, and
Show
if
I
you
put
check
out.
the SOIP route, default route is there, but it is ON2. Okay,
Yes. NSSA.
yes, but now you will say that, sir, why this guy, this router 3, SOIP, why this router 3? Router 3 is, we are not doing any redistribution, right?
Yes.
We are just we just configured one default route, right? So it, that
Okay.
default route should come here as a LSA3, as in stub area it was coming, right? But why it is coming as a LSA7?
7 years.
Because the default route propagation is one kind of redistribution. Okay, and if you'll come and check
Okay.
here, so IP protocol, earlier router 3 was ABR, right?
Yes.
But now see, router
Yes.
3
We have
is acting as area border router and
autonomous system.
autonomous
Border
system
route.
border router. Okay,
Yes.
so 4 connected means 4 OSPF networks. Understand? For OSPF networks,
Huh?
okay, so for OSPF networks it will send you as a LSA 3, but for external it
Three.
will send you one default route. See, originator is router 3, so R5 and all these routers should communicate. See, they all are receiving this default route, so R7 also can communicate to EIGRP network and EIGRP networks. Now see, EIGRP networks are now receiving these, and EIGRP networks can also 7 7 7 7 7.
So,
See, it is 772, I think. Sorry, it is 772, not 1. Okay, 777 or 772 something. Okay, they should communicate. Okay, now, but if you'll
okay.
come to this router, which is 4, 5 and 3, you will say that, sir, still I have the same problem. You reduced LSA5, no problem. LSA5 was not coming, so it has been changed to LSA7 as a default route, no problem. But sir, what about this one?
Yes.
Are you understanding? What about
Yes.
LSA3?
LSA 3, yes.
Yes. So for LSA3, we have to configure what?
No stop. Totally NSSA.
Totally
Earlier again.
NSSA.
Okay.
See, a stub means what? Listen, always keep in mind. A stub will not accept LSA5, LSA4. Stub. Okay.
Yes.
Not so stubby area. Sorry, totally a stub. Sorry. One was a stub,
Okay.
then totally a stub. Totally a stub, LSA4, LSA5, and LSA3. No. Right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, NSSA. NSSA area is not accepting LSA5, LSA4, but LSA3 was there. Okay,
Yes.
okay, but we don't want LSA3 also, so we have to make totally
Totally
NSSA.
NSSA.
Okay,
Okay.
and if you will make in totally NSSA area, ABR router automatically send a default route to reach external network. Are you
Okay.
understanding?
Okay. I see.
Yes. So here we do not make, we cannot come. Remember, we made area 1 NSSA default information originate on router 3, who was acting as a ABR router. Okay.
Yes.
So no, we cannot do like this. We have to remove it, because in this totally NSSA automatically is there, automatically default route, same like totally stub. Remember?
Okay. I see.
Yes. So now come here and we'll come to R3 conf t.
And remove.
Yeah, router OSPF3.
Okay.
First remove it, and after removing come
Yes.
to R4 and check the default route is not there. See, no default route.
Yes.
Okay, then we have
Yes.
to come to R3 and say router 3, OSPF router 3, area 1
Okay.
NSSA, no summary. Okay, exit,
Okay.
and now you come to R4. So IP route, see, all is reduced. No LSA4, no LSA5, no LSA3, but LSA7 is there. Why? Because LSA7 is not coming from this way. LSA7 is coming from this way, right? To
Yes.
allow RIP networks to enter in your domain.
Okay.
And R5, see, earlier they were receiving LSA1, LSA3, but now if we
3.
check the database, see, LSA1 is there,
in this one, the
Yeah,
LSA3 is just
LSA 3 is there because it is, that zero
yes,
zero. Okay.
default.
Yes, and now see this. Remember, on R4 we were checking something that earlier this 00 was coming as a LSA 7. Remember, but
Yes,
now it is coming as a LSA 3.
yes.
Means this R3 is now ABR or ASBR. It is an ABR is area border router and autonomous system border router
Yeah,
both. Why? Because it is generating default route.
yeah.
Still that one, but
Okay,
it is generating
okay.
default routes for that one. So now everyone is communicating.
Mm.
Okay, so now let's I think okay, all is done. Okay, now important question. Okay, if you will see something in ospf routing table as o means you are receiving ospf route. How you are receiving? Tell me. O means
Yes.
what? O indicate what?
Mean OSPF
Yeah, in ospf routing
from
table when you see o means what?
yes.
Means you are receiving those routes from
O
same area.
means yeah, from same area
Same
OSPF.
area.
Yeah,
Okay, when you see this one,
yeah, from an external area.
external area, different area.
Yes,
Okay, what is the
different
meaning of,
area. Yes,
yeah, what is the meaning of this one?
like you are receiving from another this one another routing protocol like OSP like EIGRP or
Yes,
RIP.
if you'll come to R5, not R5,
Yes,
R4, OE, OE R3, so IP route, so IP. Okay, OE, E means external, like, okay, okay. Now see, 0 means LSA 1 or 2, right? Are you there?
yes,
Okay. OIA means
yes. I'm there.
LSA 3. Okay. OE2 means LSA 5. ON means N1 or N2. It is LSA 7. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Now, okay, this I will make another video.